Let's take a look at some of the frameworks which leaders can rely on for decision making. The first and most popular framework is called the normative decision-making framework. Victor Vroom, a professor at Yale University, founded the word normative decision-making. He said that most leaders have cognitive abilities of taking the right rational decisions. Normative decision-making is dependent on several factors. According to Vroom, the situations on hand, the capabilities of the leader, and the outcomes that are sought to be achieved will start guiding the pattern in which those decisions are taken. In fact, he states that the pattern or the process of decision-making changes from situation to situation. He's recommended 5 different styles of decision-making in the normative framework. What definitely guides the quality of the decisions is the value that the decision maker seeks from the decision and the quality of the information guiding that decision. Eventually, of course, the outcomes of the decisions will prove whether the decision taken was right or wrong. Let's take a look at the spectrum of decision making. It begins from one end of the spectrum of autocratic style of decision making all the way to the other end, which is consultative. Victor Vroom stated that it's the leader's decision to apply one of these methods in the process of decision making. What are the elements that one needs to take into consideration when looking at which pattern of decision making to apply under the normative umbrella? Let me walk you through each one of these so we can assess the advantages and disadvantages of each process of decision making. The first process is called the autocratic process of decision making. An autocratic style. Essentially, it's what it states. The leader
match found.
Consensus building is irrelevant. The leader is very clear that he or she will be in charge of probably seeking information from the others, but opinions are not sought. Information is sought and a decision is taken centrally. For example, an IT leader who may choose to phase out an existing technology based on some information that he had received in the industry. The leader may choose to actually seek information from experts in the company about the relevance of the technology, maybe even the effects of changing technology. But eventually, the decision of wanting to change or phase out the technology rests with him or her. The decision lies with the leader himself or herself. It's a centralized form of decision making. Now, this is a very critical method of decision making in certain situations. For example, when the leader himself or herself is the expert. There is no other expert in the organization better than the leader. This method is recommended when the leader has information which others don't have access to. And this information can be significant in the decision-making process. Such a decision-making process is critical also when the leader realizes that time is of critical essence. This pattern of decision-making is also critical when the leader is aware that there is not going to be much resistance to the decision that is taken. Such a pattern of decision-making also works when the required action is very clear. There is no ambiguity on hand. Autocratic decision. Let's look at further down the continuum of decision making, which is a process of individual consultation. Individual consultation is when the leader looks at individual experts or members of the group and consults with them, seeks information, seeks opinions, but eventually may or may not again accept that opinion and choose to make the decision centrally. For example, an IT head may choose to consult several different individuals on the team to find out what they think about the phasing out of the equipment or the machinery or the technology on hand. Eventually, some part of that information may truly impact the decision of the leader. He or she may actually choose to go ahead with that decision based on the information received, or may choose to continue with the previous decision that was made.
Oh, don't be like that.
Individual consultation matters when the leader is aware that there are experts in the team who probably have more information or more experience in the given field. Individual consultation also matters when sometimes politics are at play. When the leader needs to assure team members that their views are going to be heard. Individual consult also works when the group in totality lacks consensus in making a cohesive decision, and when the group in totality lacks the expertise as well. The third pattern of decision making is called group consultation. As the name indicates, the leader chooses to consult with several members of the group, or maybe the group in entirety. For example, a restaurant manager chooses to change the work hours and wants to introduce shifts. It's a tough decision to take single-handedly because after all you're dependent on your staff to man the restaurant. So group consultation would be seeking feedback from the different members of your staff to understand what they feel and how they react to change of timings. As a result, maybe one of the recommendations is to have staggered shifts, rostering offs, or maybe even a choice of altering work timings based on the days of the week. Such a pattern of decision making is recommended when the groups are equipped to take decisions, when there are experts in the group, when the leaders are aware that an autocratic decision may actually create resistance from the group. That means a decision which the leader takes may not be implemented in the group seamlessly. Such a decision is also important when the leader is seeking information and doesn't have the relevant information to take the right call. The fourth style of decision making in the normative pattern is called facilitation. This is actually my favorite. The leader steps in when the group is not able to arrive at a consensus. Even though the group is being designated with the task of arriving at a decision, sometimes they are not able to align on one pathway. So the leader steps in and facilitates the decision-making process. This pattern is important when the group has expertise and multiple levels of perspectives are required. This pattern is also important when the group has that expertise and the information and they will only contribute in a positive manner. Here's an example. The CEO or plant head of a large manufacturing bumpers for cars. The CEO, the plant head, decides to want to change the assembly line. It's a very significant decision and requires the buy-in of several experts who are working on the assembly. It cannot be an autocratic decision. The success of the change will depend on the level of buy-in that each member brings on board. So the CEO, the plant head, can bring together a group and ask them to facilitate the process in which the assembly line could change. Let's assume that they're not able to arrive at probably the deadlines to be applied for the change of the assembly line. The CEO or the plant head can step in and then align them to a proper goal. However, majority of the decision has been facilitated.
One enemy remaining.
This process is different from group consultation in the sense that the leader steps in because there is no consensus or cohesion in the group. The last pattern of decision making is called delegation, the opposite end of the spectrum from autocratic decision making.
What would you all do without me?
Delegation arrives when the leader delegates the decision
बाइक क्यों नहीं करते भाई बाहर आने
or a group of people.
क्या करोगे इतना पैसा से
Delegation is important when probably the decision is not a critical one.
लास्ट राउंड नहीं किया था
We're
ना
aware that
इसीलिए
group
नहीं किया था
consensus is probably easy to arrive at, and the levels of experts in the group are high.
जेट या तो फेंटन दे दो ब्रेक भाई
Stay safe. Here.
Dizzy's up top.
अरे वो मारो रे
Reload him. Hit.
Blocking sight.
Careful now.
Supply destroyed.
Get him, wingman. It's all you, Mosh.
Reload.
वेट
नहीं बंद कर केज
भाई ऐसे बंद नहीं होता है
One enemy remaining.
What they?
नहीं ऊपर है वो ऊपर से आया ना
Here.
लैग हो रहा हूँ मैं क्या?
Alert scene. Come.
Blink and they'll catch up. Stay alert.
Reloaded.
Reloading.
कौन?
Need a drop.
I'll buy.
Here's an example I'd like to share with you. You are the director of an educational institution and you'd like to institute a policy for promotion of faculty members based on their higher education level.
Come on, let's go.
That means you want to put in a requirement of higher education and more qualifications before the individual can apply for a promotion. Maybe this is a mandate that you have received from your reporting heads or maybe even the state which is a governing authority for education.
Oh.
How would you go about
Viper
it?
side.
What style of decision making would govern the way in which you would
Side,
want to
take
take
care.
decisions? Let's take a look at the autocratic style. If you were an autocratic leader, you would look at the policy,
You will not kill my
decipher what it
allies.
meant, bring out a plan of action, and fill up your reporting heads.
One enemy remaining.
implement the strategy
Last
the way
player
you
Sexy
standing.
shot, man. Sexy shot.
Cálmate,
At the most, you'll
hotshot.
probably pull up some information from your team members
We got
about the
this.
number of faculty members who are
Random
eligible for
skin,
promotion, what are the current levels of
equipment.
education, qualification,
Hello?
and so on and so forth.
No.
Then-
Based on that, you'd probably put into place a policy which mandates certain levels of qualifications for certain promotions. That would be an autocratic style.
Need equipment.
On the other hand, if you were a leader who believed in the delegated style and you believe that the decision can be or could be delegated to people down the line, such as maybe your HR head,
Gecko
you
can
would
hold.
offer the decision to him or her,
Somebody's there.
provide maybe some advice on how soon or what
Wait.
way the outcome should be taken. And you already delegated the decision making
Come
process.
be.
An interesting way would be to utilize a facilitation process in this particular scenario,
Wingman's
whereby you bring the
planting.
faculty
Later.
members, the staff, and other members of the
Battle
educational
crash is ready.
institution together,
Spike
experts
planted.
in their own
Next
areas
wing.
and domains.
Right one.
Allow them to assess the impact of this decision, the mechanics and the mechanisms in which this decision will be best achieved by the
Mosh pit.
institution. And most importantly, recommendations that the group could arrive at to ensure that this process was implemented in true spirit and intent.
अरे
Now, you could have facilitated
One
this
enemy
discussion
remaining.
and stepped in when you
Play,
realized
play,
that
play.
there is resistance
Play,
coming
play.
in from the faculty
Here,
members.
why separate?
Because they realize now
I'll
that at
teach
some
them to
point in time
respect
they're
their
going to have to
elders.
seek
दियो
higher
मेरे को
qualifications.
Leo.
When you realize that resistance is in play, or the group by itself was not able to arrive at the right pattern in which this can be implemented,
कहाँ
you
चलना है?
step
सी
in,
चलना है क्या?
offer your opinion, even
No.
counsel some of the team
पिक
members,
निकालते हैं
bring together expertise, share data,
दो अपने दो
bring
अपने।
rationality, and allow the group to
दो
arrive
up
at a
मतलब?
consensus.
Let's fly.
Each of these styles of decision making has its own impact.
Get out
Depending
of my
on the
way.
relationship at play, depending on the impact and the value of the decision, the outcomes that are sought, the individual skills of the decision maker, and the skills of the teams on hand, the leader can
Fall back,
choose
fall back.
which pattern of decision making to follow. This was a summary of how different styles of normative decision making can be applied to the same situation.
Fall back. Go away.
On my way.
Alert take him. Wait, alert. Alert him. Stay back, stay back.
Smoke's down.
Smoke.
Dim beacon here.
Here. Plant the spike, wings.
क्यों उड़ रहा है?
Come on, let's go. Spike sticking. Thanks, little man. Gotcha.
One enemy remaining.
Wait.
Here.
Someone's A. Flash.
Here.
I'd stop that. Who am I kidding? My knees are gonna kill after this.
Two of you.
Reload him. Reload him. Reload him. Reload him.
ए पे पूरी बौछार कर देते हैं वो लोग.
Don't hold back.
ए पे का होगा नाइफ आएगा.
पीछे मारो.
Here. Dizzy's up top.
Reloading.
Close left है.
Hold on.
Back
Care
side.
back.
Reloading.
मैं बहुत लो हूँ.
Heal.
करूँगा अभी.
उठा रहा है कोई उसको.
I'm out.
यही जाना है.
चलो ये चलो.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Spike planted. Thanks, Wings.
One enemy remaining.
I'm out.
He was.
Ready.
मैंने टोपी फेंकी.
Let's ruin their day.
I cannot see come. I'll see.
Reloading. Reloading.
Reload him.
Come.
सी पे आगे आता है कोई तो भी मारने के लिए.
Reload him.
रेना
Flash
आती है.
front.
उसके मारो.
Take these off.
Reload him.
Flash.
Here.
Down.
Pull him up, Mosh.
Come on, let's go.
Close. Nice.
Somebody's there. Reload him.
Nice Brim. क्या हो गया भाई? अरे बैठा है. Nice.
देखो तेरा छोटू डॉन.
Wingman's planting.
मैं बैक साइड चेक करने जा रहा हूँ.
Spike sticking.
Wait,
Thanks,
Grim,
little
wait.
man.
One enemy remaining.
Don't
चिल
turn
मारो.
back.
कैमरा
Chill.
है बस. फुल सर्विलेंस.
कैमरा कहाँ है?
हर जगह.
नहीं.
हाँ.
Check कर ले bro. Nice.
मार लेना नाइफ कर ले.
So, do we mix it up? Double down? Let's talk.
No.
हाँ भाई. बम दे दो इधर. केओ का नाइफ पीछे तोड़ो.
Dizzy's up.
Launching smoke. Reloading.
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 Mosh pit.
भी आ जाओ वो check कर.
Camera taken.
Wait. I got this. एक second.
It's all you, little homie.
काटना है क्या?
One enemy remaining.
Plant the spike, Wings. Right there. Spike planted. Thanks, Wings.
The MVP is mine. Let's do this. Reloading. Reloading.
Let's do what we do.
Launching smoke.
Dizzy's up top. Saw you, Mosh. Run, little man.
Hey. Molly.
Spike planted.
Careful now.
Grounded.
Tripwire destroyed. Here. Wow, my eyes are down.
पकड़ा
Right there.
Reloading.
थोड़ी ना है
Someone is A.
तो
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
आगा उठ के
Clutch.
Will they try the same old?
चल सी हर्ट करता हूँ मैं।
Can someone buy me, please? Appreciate it.
कम से
Thanks.
होनी किसके पास है? वो है सोनी।
Need a drop.
opponent
Thanks.
Good work.
Dream big, make it happen.
चलो और जाओ।
Watch this.
Smoke down. Dim beacon
Blow 'em
down.
up, Mosh.
The hunt begins.
See ya.
You are powerless.
Reload.
Plant the spike. Blocking sight.
Can't do it.
अरे मेरे को ये हो रहा है रे, प्लांट नहीं कर पा रहा मैं।
Got him.
Wingman's gonna
Reloading.
plant spike. Up we go.
ऊपर है, इधर है।
I'm out.
Reload him.
One enemy remaining.
Open up the sky.
117 1 HP।
team
You don't mess with my crew.
Last round in the half.
Time to spend this cash.
नाइफ आएगा थोड़ा।
Let's go.
Up and away. Someone's there. Sit down. Thrash is ready.
रुक जा वापस आ जा।
Right there.
बिग क्लियर है, वापस आ जा।
You will not kill my allies.
सी रोटेट कर रहे हैं।
Saw you, little homie. Thrash got him.
मिला हुआ है वो।
One enemy remaining.
Wingman's planting.
सी चलना है अच्छा
Spike's digging. Thanks, little man.
35
Camera taken out.
तोड़ दिया
Right there.
यहीं
Right
से
there.
यहीं से है ना?
हाँ वहीं था मॉश पेट है तेरे पास।
Mosh pit.
Switching sides. Match point.
The day is almost ours. Take it.
Reloading.
ए पे आया रे वॉल
आएंगे आ जाओ ये चेक कर दो
ए स्टैक करो
एक भी हो
सब
सकता है।
लोग पिस्टल इधर डालो इधर इधर
Right there.
डीगल डालो ठाप करके टाक करके हेडशॉट डालो
ठीक है भाई
एकदम इधर एम करके बैठो टाक करके आवाज आना चाहिए वैसे
Fully smoked.
Reloading.
90 कायो 90
Reloading.
बी प्लांटिंग
हिटिंग दी
Spike planted.
Reloading.
सेज 1 एचपी लॉल ब्रो
एक बी वहां
एक
ऊपर
बैठो
से आएगा
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
लॉल
लेट्स गो
Defenders win.
0 बॉयज 0
So much
13
learned
0
today
लेट्स गो गाइस
on many fronts.